Welcome, PVT Express News. Subscribe to the channel to not miss new videos. And now for today's content. In the ever-bright and glamorous world of Chinese entertainment, where smiles often mask untold struggles, a piece of devastating news has cast a shadow no one was prepared for. Actor and singer Menglong, beloved for his humble heart and extraordinary talent, has passed away, leaving behind a silence that feels unbearably heavy. The shock rippled through fans and colleagues alike, but nowhere was the grief more visible than at his funeral, where Sukai and Songyun appeared in heart-wrenching sorrow. Cameras captured their arrival, and what unfolded was less a celebrity moment, more a deeply human story of loss, love, and friendship. Sukai's quiet breakdown. Sukai, often admired for his poised and confident presence, seemed almost unrecognizable that day. Dressed in black, he kept his head bowed, his fists clenched, and his eyes glistening with tears he could no longer hide. Several times he wiped his face, the weight of grief too overwhelming to contain. Standing before Menglong's portrait, he lowered his head for a long, motionless moment, like a silent conversation between two friends, one saying goodbye, the other gone too soon. Later, in a trembling voice, he told reporters, "Life is so fragile. We must treasure the people we love while they are here." The words, simple yet raw, carried the ache of someone who had lost more than just a colleague, he had lost a true friend. Tansongyun's unspoken grief. Beside him, Songyun, usually a burst of warmth and joy on screen, looked like a shadow of herself. Her eyes were swollen from crying, her lips pressed tight as if holding back sobs. At one moment, she knelt before the altar, tears streaming freely. Fans in attendance couldn't help but cry with her. The pain on her face was too real, too relatable. For those who know her well, Songyun rarely reveals sadness in public. But here, she couldn't conceal it. Her silence, her trembling shoulders, spoke louder than any words could. More than co-stars. Menglong wasn't just another actor in their orbit. He was a friend who had walked beside Sukai and Songyun through the winding roads of the industry. They had shared stages, scripts, long filming nights, and laughter that now feels achingly distant. That bond made their mourning not a formality, but a deeply personal farewell. Fans, flowers, and final goodbyes. The funeral itself was attended by countless celebrities, yet what stood out most was the raw emotion between these three names now forever linked: Sukai, Songyun, and Menglong. Fans, too, came in waves, carrying white flowers, their faces wet with tears. Sukai and Songyun accepted the offerings quietly, their grief softened only by the immense love and support pouring in from those who also felt the loss. Social media soon became a sea of condolences. The hashtags #Menglong, #Sukai, and #tansongyun trended for days, not just as a mourning ritual, but as a reminder, in an industry often seen as competitive and cold, genuine friendship still exists. A reminder of what truly matters. As heartbreaking as it was, the sight of Sukai and Songyun standing shoulder to shoulder, leaning on each other without words, reminded many of what lies beyond fame, loyalty, kindness, and love. Menglong's sudden departure leaves a void that cannot be filled. But through the tears of his friends and the memories he left behind, his light continues to shine. Their appearance together at the funeral also sparked emotional discussions among netizens. Many felt that their sorrow reflected the human side of celebrities, often believed to live in a glamorous, untouchable world. Yet loss is universal, and grief spares no one. For Songyun, this tragedy echoed her past experiences of losing loved ones. Her sadness was even deeper this time because Menglong was not only a colleague, but also a friend who had supported her behind the scenes. Sukai, too, could not hide his grief. Though he tried to remain composed, witnesses saw how vulnerable he appeared standing near the altar and the portrait. His emotional honesty, rarely shown in public, revealed the depth of his loss. This heartbreaking event left an indelible mark on China's entertainment industry. While many other celebrities attended, Sukai and Songyun's sincere emotions became the most talked about aspect of the day, resonating with both fans and the general public. The sorrow will likely linger in their hearts for a long time. Yet both of them know that the best way to honor Menglong's memory is to continue living and working wholeheartedly, just as he always encouraged others to do. This story of friendship, loss, and respect will be remembered as one of the most touching chapters in Sukai and Songyun's journeys. Fans hope they can eventually find the strength to heal, even if the wound of grief never completely fades. Behind the smiles that will one day return to their faces on screen, there will always remain this story of loss etched into their lives. And on that funeral day, the world witnessed Sukai and Songyun in their most human form, not as celebrities, but as grieving friends bidding farewell to someone they loved. Please leave your discussion. Welcome to leave comments. Welcome to my channel. Thank you all.